You see, if you have a cat or a dog and you try to tell someone who has kids how to raise their kids because my cat is just like my kid or my dog is just like my son, you're going to piss them off because you don't really know what you're talking about. This video is going to be slightly reminiscent of that mentality because someone that it's not political is going to speak politics. I heard it from somebody and I said, whatever, man, it's not funny. I heard it from someone else. I was like, shut up, man. Did you put him up to this? I heard it from someone else. I heard it from more and more and more and more and more till so many people told me about the flavor ban that's happening on October 1st, 2019. So many people have asked my opinion, what I think, what are you going to do? All this other stuff. So I'm forced to make a political video. My one question is, did you notice this? This is what I noticed when this first started. In this world, there's war, there's murderers, there's rapists, there's human trafficking. I've had more than a dozen friends die from heroin. I've seen homeless people on the streets. There's people starving. There's countries that want to bomb other countries. But the fact that I blow clouds of blueberry in my living room is the number one priority? I'm not proud to admit that I used to be a smoker. I smoked 2 packs of Newport Hundreds a day. And one day I came across a friend of mine that was vaping because I walked by him and I was like, wow, that's a big cloud. Ooh, that smells really good. He let me try it and I said, wow, that makes the cigarette taste even worse. Now let's face it, if you have or haven't ever smoked a cigarette, you know they taste terrible, they smell terrible, sticks in your clothes, rancid, whatever. It's just hard to quit. That was me. It's hard for me to quit. Once I started vaping, I finally had a chance to get rid of the lighter. I finally had a chance to get rid of the cancer sticks. And I switched to vaping. Now the weird thing is that after a few days of vaping, I started coughing up stuff. And I got scared. So I looked into it. It's antibacterial. It's cleaning out what was inside of my lungs from years and years of smoking. Now, food tastes better. I can work out longer. It's amazing. On top of that, when I had surgery, right here in my jaw, and I had a stone removed. My awesome dad was there with me just in case I had to take the gas and couldn't drive home after, and he pulled out my mod and he goes, oh yeah, doc, what about this? Can he still do this? And the doctor, and I'm not going to fake the accent, the doctor said, yeah, definitely do that because that'll help clean it out. But what you're going to want to do, my dad goes, no, this is vape, he vapes, this is a bad idea, right? And the doctor said, no, that's okay. He should keep doing that because it's antibacterial. It's going to clean it out. He was blown away. I was blown away. I couldn't really believe it. But it's real. And then I hear a little story that I need to talk to you about. You see, what happened, and I don't remember where it was, but these kids, and I think it was in one of the Carolinas, I could be wrong, and I don't care if I am. They went to a shop and they bought mods. 3 kids. They went to a store and they bought mods. A mod are the devices that you put the juice in to vape from. They bought mods, each one of them, all 3 of them. They bought mods. They came back to the store a few days later talking about how sick they got, how bad they felt, and how terrible it was. And the guy in the store said, well, I only sold you the mods. What are you vaping? No, this stuff we got off the deep web. If you've seen my video making fun of the deep web about people buying stuff, you get what you deserve. I've seen people say, oh, we're going to buy something off the deep web and shoot a movie. And they get it, and then when they open it up, it's like a severed finger and stuff from a murder scene. You get what you deserve. It's the deep web. So these kids bought juice off the deep web. These morons bought juice off the deep web. What they thought was THC, which is ridiculous to begin with, actually had ether and Raid and all types of other chemicals and bad stuff for you. So as they're vaping it, they're getting sick. Now, let me dip back to what I just threw back there a minute ago. Little cigarettes? Check this out. I'm not the only one that switched from cigarettes to vaping. Tens of thousands of hundreds. I wouldn't be surprised if it was millions of people quit smoking cigarettes and switch to vape, because not only is it not as bad for you, but it tastes way better. Big Tobacco stepped in and they said, you know what, our sales are going down. Check it out. It's real. They said, hey, our sales are going down. There's a lot of people that are quitting smoking our murderous cancer sticks to switch to vaping, and this is really hurting ours. I got an idea. We'll give you X amount of money, a large X amount of money, to say that those 3 kids died from vaping. They ran the news stories. The 3 kids turned into 12. 3 kids turned into over 100. Did you know that there's over 300 imaginary deaths so far from antibacterial vape? Did you know that? I didn't know that, because it never happened. So what's going to happen if this stupid little ban goes into place and it sticks? Vaping is no longer going to exist. Either that, or you're going to have people trying to make it at home and getting themselves sick and killing their friends because they're going to try selling it. So basically, flavored juice is you're going to turn into a drug dealer if you have any left over, or if you make it yourself. Yeah, that's great. What else is going to happen? It's going to push people back to cigarettes, or worse. I'm not doing it. That's why I'm making this video, to point out how absolutely ridiculous this whole thing is. If you really want to look into it and get even more political, check this out. It's unconstitutional and it's illegal. Yeah, go Google it. Because once it came out and people really looked into it, and the vape shops are like, what are you doing? You can't do this. And now there's places, there's even somewhere in Michigan that's suing the state of Michigan over the ban. I don't blame you. And I got your back, homie. You see, I never wanted to get political. I never wanted to get religious. But as you can tell, if I had a crown on my head with spikes, I'm king of the juice. Whatever, yeah, it was a little tasteful. But the thing I want to point out is that this is garbage. This is bullshit. There's no reason for this to be happening. And it's not fair. I've had so many people that I told about vaping that haven't smoked cigarettes that switched to vaping, and they're loving it. Their life's got better. See, the thing is that it's water vapor. It's the same thing that comes out of the teapot when you make tea. And it smells good. I was in a parking lot one time at a Walmart. Yeah, I'm not proud I went there. I was in a parking lot at Walmart, right? And I put all my stuff in the car, and I grab my phone, and I go to text my mom back, and I blow out a cloud. And this guy gets out of a van, he comes up and he starts yelling at me. He's like, how dare you do that in public? I'm here with my kids, It smells like cookies. Because it was. This guy apologized to me. It's flavored air, people. If you're buying something off the deep web, you get what you pay for. It's the deep web. So, you know what? Forget it. Let's not even worry about people quitting smoking and getting healthy. Let's not even worry about that anymore. What I think we should do is worry more about homelessness, wars, human trafficking, people starving. Why don't we worry about the most important stuff? What does this matter? Why is this the prime target? Now, if you're still a little pissed off about that little joke I made about Lord of the Juice, yeah, I got a lot of juice because I'm lasting these 90 days. Because it lasts a long time. You see, one pack of cigarettes, when I quit smoking, one pack of cigarettes was 10, 11 bucks. With what I have in front of me right here, it's going to last me until the year 2091. I'm going to keep getting bigger and stronger, working out. I'm going to keep vaping. I'm going to keep eating right and getting better. And hopefully this is going to hit some heads out there that are going to be like, you know, what were we doing? No one knows, and no one cares. But if you want to help the cause, we still got a little bit of time. If you see me driving around with these in my windows, thanks if you already made the call. I haven't called yet because I'm going to fill this guy's voicemail up. But I really don't get why this is happening. I want to get on here and I want to make funny movies. I want to invite Scarlett over from Los Angeles. I want to have Tex come up from New Mexico or wherever the hell he is. I want to do these funny ones. I don't want to have to do this. I don't want to have to dress stupid situations like this over stuff that shouldn't be happening. You want to get political again? You voted for Eric Cartman, okay? I don't know much about it. I've seen the Trump roast, the roast of Donald Trump that was on Comedy Central. That was funny. They used to even rag on this guy in the old school 70s, 80s Saturday Night Live. I heard some of the stuff he said. George Washington will be rolling over in his grave to see what this country came to, especially with a guy like this in there. Now, the thing is I don't get political. I don't care. But if I see the president up there cursing people out, swearing, being racist, I mean, give me a break, man. I remember when there used to be a joke. There was this joke a long time ago about, oh, we should build a wall. This motherfucker doing it? Why? That's really happening? No, I'm not buying that either. That's why in a song a long time ago, I wrote this.
I don't watch the news and I don't care what's in the paper. Everyone's a basket case. Buildings are full of manipulators that been force-fed bullshit long enough that when you give them true facts, they don't know what to trust.
So if you are one of those people that has a problem with watching a movie that's longer than 30 seconds long, or you don't like it when I put out the movies that aren't me performing illusions or being funny, deal with it. If I have to deal with this, you have to deal with this. So I'm going to throw it to my homie Eminem for the last word on the subject.
The rest of America, stand up. We love our military and we love our country, but we hate Trump!